Good evening, everyone. My name is Dwayne Kimball, owner and founder of KMD89 as VA claims consultant, leave no vet behind. And today I am going live with you to answer questions about the VA disability compensation claims process. So before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and make sure you share that I go live every other Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before we get into the live Q&A, I want to make sure everybody understands that this is just an educational, informational Q&A presentation. Okay, I'm not a medical provider. I'm not providing any medical advice or anything like that. Okay, and also before we get started, I'm just going to cover some things that I've been doing lately and some things that have been going on within the VA here lately. So we all know that a lot of things have been going on with these new proposed changes. So I'm pretty sure people have questions about that. I've done videos out there in the past. So make sure you go to my channel and you look at those and check them out. Okay. So some previous videos that I've been doing, I did one about the rating code sheet. They get a lot of questions about what am I service connected for, the percentage. And so I did a video on that, gave an example, a John Doe, a rating code sheet, what it looks like, and why you should have it in your VA claims folder, your personal one. Okay. Your personal, keep a copy of everything, So if you have requested a copy of your claims folder, you can go through it and you know exactly what you're looking for and what it is. Also did one on how to file a complaint. There was a new link, came out sometimes last year. So I did a video on that, on how you can file a complaint. Now, keep in mind, a complaint, or you just mad because you got a denial or they didn't take in consideration your actionable and sufficient DBQ. Okay, so those are two separate things. But nonetheless, how do you file a complaint? Another one I did, you're 100%, but you're not P&T. Why? And what you can do to speed that process up so you can get P&T. And then I did one about the proposed, or a few about the proposed changes. So I want to say one thing. In the email that the VA sent out, I think week before last, and if you didn't get the email, go to the VA's website and register for their newsletter so you can be notified of any upcoming and up-to-date information. I had a few people. I did a roundtable. I think it was last week, and even in one of my videos, I think I talked about if you didn't get the email, send me an email and I'll forward it to you. So I was getting a lot of emails, so I think I got around to everybody. But go to the VA's website and sign up to receive their newsletters. I just got one earlier today and I looked at it. Okay. That's some pretty good information in there. All right. So that's where those proposed changes came. And also, in all the videos that I did about the proposed changes, I talked about just looking over here at some of the questions. I'm assuming everybody can hear me. Okay. Yep. All right. So in those videos, in the description section of those videos, I put the link for the to the Federal Registry for the proposed changes for audio and respiratory and the mental. Okay, so you go to those videos, click on the show more button, and you'll see the links to that Federal Registry and read that information. Okay, but also, if in the email at the bottom it states if you are currently 100%, or I'm sorry, not 100%, but if you're currently service connected for those conditions, they're not going to go back and look through everybody's file. Oh, this veteran, we granted him service connection from sleep apnea 10 years ago. We're going to go look at it. No, they're telling you that they're not going to do that. All right. So let's just say I'll use the term your grandfathered in, but they also tell you if you come in for an increase, you can still come in for an increase. But if you do, you may be subjected to those new changes if they go into effect. Okay. And also, I get a lot of comments, which I love. Good ones and bad ones. Okay. But people ask me a question about a particular topic. I'm going to respond to those, but I'm going to give you the link to the videos that I did. Okay. And then eventually I'm going to stop responding, and you can go to my YouTube channel, do a search, and more than likely I've done a video on that. Okay. So that lets me know people not doing the research, going to my YouTube channel and seeing how many videos he did on routine future exams. How many videos did he do on RVSR hearings? How many videos did he do on supplemental claims? Okay, I've done a lot of them. I got over 100 videos out there. Go to my channel, do a search, and see if that video is there. Okay, if I did a video on it. Okay, don't forget about my monthly veterans roundtable every third Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last month, we had a individual that was part of Vet Jobs that talked about, which is Vet Jobs. I'm partnering with them to be a VA resource for some of the veterans that they serve. It's a nonprofit organization, great organization. Glad to be a partner with them. I've done some things with them in the past and looking for doing more things with them in the future. But they had an individual as part of their organization come on and talk about some of the things that they do for veterans for free. It's a nonprofit organization, and they do it. The things they do for veterans is free. So I'm so ecstatic to partner with them to be a resource for some of the veterans that they serve. Okay, this month, more than likely, I'm trying to line a guest speaker up to talk about personal finances and stuff like that. Not so much investing, but a lot of veterans, you get Search Connected, they get these funds, and they just, at the mall, Jordans or clothes and all this other stuff. So we're going to talk about maybe some personal finances. So I'm trying to line that speaker up. If not, then there will be another topic. But make sure you know my website. You can find it in the description section of all my videos, KMD89.com, Kilo Mike Delta 89.com, and look under classes or events. And I normally post it there, and you can register for it. So I think we had the last couple of months, or this year, January, February, all the events, were great, and a lot of attendees or returning attendees. So I definitely appreciate the support, and thank you for the support for the to my channel. And last but not least, I challenge everyone to make sure to request a copy of the VA claims folder. Still getting people, I don't have a copy, I haven't submitted. How would I submit it? Look in the description section. Okay, so if you leave me a comment on one of my channels, Dwayne, how do I get a copy of my VA claims folder? I'm gonna tell you, look in the description section. I have it down there. A lot of people don't take the time to look at it. I'm subscribed to some channels, and I'll go and look in the description section of some of those videos, and they give some additional information like I do. Okay, so you want to make sure you take the time to go out and get educated. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump into some questions. All right, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. All right, Mr. Jordan, first here. Yep, yes, you were, sir. Mr. Jordan, hey, thanks for the support. Definitely appreciate that. Just to let you know what I'm doing with my corporate responsibility. For those you don't know, I've adopted 2 schools in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area, low income areas. One of the schools, Janesville Middle Schools in Southern Florida, they're having an event for the students and teachers. So I have another veteran that owns a New Orleans lean cuisine here in Florida, and that restaurant, company is called On French. Really nice individual, Navy veteran, and he cooks New Orleans cuisine. So he's going to do 45 bowls of jambalaya, 45 bowls of gumbo, and then 10 bowls of veggies, and then we're going to supply 800 sodas. Now that jambalaya and gumbo is going to be for the teachers. But then they ask, hey, can you help with the brown bag lunch? I said, sure, not a problem. What do you need? They say, we need 750 sodas and 750 chips for all the students. I say, sure, not a problem. I give you 800 each. So these donations that you give go towards that. We'll go towards that. We have a budget set up for it because these schools in these low-income areas, they don't have the money in the budget to do that. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing March 31st of this year. So once we do it, I'm going to have a director there is going to hopefully film everything if I can get one. Okay. And I'll post a video so you can see exactly what we're doing. KMD 89 is doing in our community. Okay. But you can go to our website and go click on the corporate responsibility link, and you can see some pictures of things that we've done in the past. Okay. So for the middle school, we're still doing the $10 Amazon gift card. I talked to the principal last August, and she was coming out of pocket showing her appreciation to her teachers by giving them a $10 gift card weekly. And I said, okay, it's 16 weeks in a year. That's $160. I said, I tell you what, we'll take care of the fall semester, and we'll take care of the spring semester. Okay. So I get an email from her with the teacher's name, email, and I give them an Amazon gift card. Okay. So all the proceeds, revenue that we generate goes to that. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Appreciate it. Net Baker, hey, how you doing, Annette? Nice to see you. Thanks for being in the last event that I did last week. Buster, great greetings, veterans. Greeting to you. Let's see who we got here. Tom Patrick, please hit that thumbs up. Yep. Somebody let me know we got it. I see 88 people. Somebody let me know how many thumbs up I have. Oh, and check it out. Hey, I bought a new camera. So tell me how I look. Do I look a little bit crisp, clean? Let me tell you, tell me how I look. I just got one on a new camera, a little bit. I had an older camera, so I did upgrade. All right. Bobby, hello from Florida. Okay, where you at, Bobby, in Florida? Meathead, good evening, everyone. Rafael Reyes, hello from Fort Hood. Okay, I was stationed there. I used to live in Copper's Cove. And then once I got approved for housing, I lived in Comanche too. Tyrone Andrews, hey, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Rolando, hello and thank you. Hello to you. Annette, hey, appreciate the support, Annette. Another vet was going get here before me. Oh, the competition. Okay. I know, right? Yeah. Hello from CA. Okay, Mr. Holloway, where you at? Out in Calabasas? Ortiz, hello, fellow vets. Okay. They're from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Great evening, everyone. All right. I had my CMP exam in January for migraine increase. The examiner used a mild, moderate, and severe when it came to the remarks of the DBQ. Okay. VA is already making changes. Well, if they made it, in the remarks review, those are just remarks. That's not the criteria. I would have to see that DBQ, but that's just the remarks. Okay. But when they go in and do it, actually build a rating, those are just remarks. Okay. Gene, good evening, Dwayne. Folks, let's get those thumbs up and subscribe. Yep. Appreciate it. What's going on? Go Mile Frat. Thanks for the support as always. Go Mizzou. Okay, Mr. Howard. Hi, sir. I'm already 20% for cervical strain. I have a cervical radiculopathy diagnosis. My ortho surgeon filled out DBQ. Should this be good enough for secondary claim? Okay. Where's the nexus statement? And is the DBQ actionable and sufficient? And that's something I want to touch on tonight. I did a video back in November, and I was talking about the inconsistencies amongst the VA employees, because there's a lot of VA raters that are not using veterans DBQs, even though they know they can. Okay. So there's nothing that you and I can do that's out of our control. But one thing we can do is make sure we are educated on what makes a DBQ actionable and sufficient. I talked to a vet earlier, and what some of those VA raters are doing, even though the DBQ and or nexus statement is actionable and sufficient, they're sending it out for an ACE exam because they know 9 times out of 10 that VA contract examiner is going to say no. And when that comes back no, then they use that to override your doctor. Be on the lookout for that. But you can't control that. What you can control is making sure Your DBQ and or nexus statement is actionable and sufficient. So let's just say you go to BVA. You can tell the judge, look, I submitted an actionable DBQ and or nexus statement that was sufficient for rating purposes. The VA adjudicator failed to use it. They went out intentionally on purpose to get a negative opinion to deny me. There was no reason for them to do it, but you have to make sure you, the veteran, is educated that to ensure that DBQ and or nexus statement is completed correctly. Okay. Now, if you want to go to a CMP exam, if they schedule you for that, if you have an actionable DBQ and or nexus statement, that is up to you. I don't tell veterans they should or they shouldn't go. Just make sure you get educated and know what can happen if you do go, if you do have a DBQ and nexus statement. But again, I'm not telling people to go or not go. You have to make that decision. Gene, if you haven't watched those videos from Dwayne, you need to educate yourself on these changes now. I agree. Gene, I know you were in the event last Thursday. I could hear you, but you were breaking up real bad. So initially your microphone, we could hear you, but then you were breaking up. So if you get in the next event, if you want to log in a few minutes earlier, I'll work through those issues with you, okay? All right, Benny. Hey, good to see you, Benny. Thank you for what you do for vets. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. Not a problem. It's my passion to do it. Yeah, normally, okay. Yep, hear you fine. Okay, thank you, Mr. Holloway. All right, after these possible new changes, if the VA schedules you for a CMP exam, even those you already service connected, do you fall under the new guidance? Law Dog, why would they schedule you for a CMP exam? Okay, unless you're going for an increase or something like that. Okay, if you do, then yes, you will fall on the new criteria. And they talk about that in the email. They talk about that in the email that they sent out. Okay. Let's see. Gene. Yep. Hey, Gene, thanks for the super sticker. Thanks again for the support. I definitely I appreciate it. I may have someone to get those pallets down from Atlanta that we've been talking about. They have a box truck, but the lift on the back is broke, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. And for those of you who don't know, I talked about last year. I got 10 pallets I'm trying to get down to Florida from Atlanta that has a lot of school supplies. And Gene has been gracious enough to help me. We're still trying to figure out and find someone that can get those pallets down here. I was going to go and rent a Ryder truck, but they wanted like $2,500 one way. And I was like, no, so we're looking for someone that can do a hot shot load or something like that to get those down here. I'm going to have to stick all that stuff in the garage. So I'm definitely going to hear from my wife, but that's for to pass out next semester for these schools in these low income areas. Because we know they will schedule you even P&T. All right. Normally, how long does it take for a supplemental claim to come back? There's no standard time. I've seen some come back in a matter of days. I've seen some come back in a matter of months and even, weeks, and then some months. There's no set time. Do you have any videos in regards to combined claims? I'm not understanding that question, combined claims. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Reyes. What happens if you file for PTSD and any information destroyed? The cases before 1992 are closed. How can you get those cases open, or at least my case open? That would have to be more detailed, a one-on-one question. Annette, call me and let's talk through that. Is it evidence that you submitted to the VA and they lost it and it was destroyed? Or did you have something at private physician and it got destroyed? So give me a call. I want to make sure I get that answer for you, Annette. Veteran in the Philippines, broken nose with nasal valve damage secondary to sleep apnea. Are you asking if you can claim that? Yeah, you can claim it, but I'm not a medical doctor, so don't know if there would be a correlation there. A medical provider would have to be the one to answer, provide a nexus. Or, if you think that there is, you can always Google to see if there's any medical literature or medical studies that have been done on that. Okay. Joe, Dwayne, thank you for all you do to help veterans. You're welcome. I finally caught one of your live videos. Yep. Thank you for chiming in. Thanks for the support. Come out inhale through nose, exhale only. Again, veterans understand if you're trying to claim something secondary, go out there and see if there's any medical literature on the topic, and or if there's been any medical studies on the topic. Okay, Google it and you'll have your answer. Okay, I'm pretty sure most VA doctors, especially VA contractor examiners, like for example, sleep apnea secondary to PTSD, 9 times out of 10 they're going to say no. But I had a doctor on last December, and she's actually done DBQs and nexus statements for some of my clients. Okay. And there is a correlation. She showed me some medical literature and some medical studies that were done that prove sleep apnea can be secondary to PTSD. All right. The mad researcher. I noticed on the Federal Register that there is proposed changes to the rating schedule for the digestive symptoms system. Public comments for this ends 3/22. Can you share some items? I haven't reviewed that particular register, federal registry. Can you, Matt researcher, if you could, can you put the link in the description section? Okay, and I'll review it and possibly even do a YouTube video. But I haven't reviewed it, so I don't want to just provide some false information. I want to make sure I take the time to go in and look, research it myself and look at it and see exactly what it is. Okay. So Matt researcher, if you have the capability, put that link in the comment section. I'll pull it up and, I'll take the time maybe this weekend and review it. Okay. Thank you. Sign up for the roundtable vets. Great information. Yep. Thank you, sir. Definitely appreciate it. Gene, half of y'all need to hit those thumbs up. Yeah. I see you got 117 people. So somebody let me know how many thumbs up we got, okay? Stephen Johnson, if you are a temporary 100%, does your dependent child qualify for free college and a stipend? No. You have to be 100% permanent total. But there is a no, that's not it. But the main question is, do you qualify for 100% P&T? Okay. Bobby says 72 thumbs up. All right, we got 119 people in here. EOE, KMD, good to watch you giving every veterans. Thank you. I finally received my claims file. Thank you for the information. Every vet needs to get theirs. Hey, EOE, how long did it take you to get your claims file? All right, Jane says we got 41. Annette says we got 41 thumbs up. Come on, people, we got to do a better job. David Rodriguez, greetings from Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Yep. Thank you. Yep, Mr. Holloway, thumbs up. Chris B, hey, how we doing? Elbow cough. Okay, you lost me on that one. Bobby, Dwayne looks good. All right. You look squared away. All right, I appreciate it. Styling and profiling like Ric Flair. Ric Flair. Woo! There you go, Ric Flair. All right, thumbs up. All right, appreciate it. Okay, hello. Can I be rated for both vertigo and Meniere's disease? Can vertigo be secondary? I'm not a medical provider, so I can't say vertigo can be secondary to Meniere's disease. But I would say Google it. I've never seen it secondary, but I would have to go into the 38 CFR at the beginning of the rating criteria for that falls under audio, just to make sure that it's not pyramiding based on the diagnostic codes. Okay. Currently at 20% going to file for sciatica, back, feet, sleep disorder, PTSD, 60 years old. Will they give me permanent total and what chance to get it? Daniel, I cannot answer that question. But ask yourself this, all those things that you want to claim, where do they fall under the 5 ways of service connection? I'm not familiar with your symptoms. I don't know even if these conditions you qualify under, do they meet the criteria under the 5 ways of service connection? How are they related to service? Are you treated in service form? Are you claiming them secondary? And then look at the diagnostic code. If you feel they fall under the 5 ways of service connection, and I've done videos, I've done 3 videos on the 5 ways of service connection. So you can go to my channel and either do a search for first step in the VA claims process and or 5 ways of service connection. But under all of these that you're looking to claim, there's criteria, percentage criteria. Okay. Then you can see if you meet that, which percentage criteria do you meet? But first, where does it fall under the 5 ways of service connection for you? I can't say they're going to give you 100% because I don't know, one, if you even meet the criteria. It's just I wouldn't know that. Okay. Crawford's Empire had migraines with a 0 service rating. How do I reapply? Increase. But what is the diagnostic code criteria for 8100? It's in that rating decision. It'll give you the next higher for 10%. But have you went out to the rating schedule and looked at the diagnostic code 8100 for migraines? And which criteria do you meet? The 10, the 30, and or 50. Okay. So you definitely want to go and be on the lookout for that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me get through some of these questions for you. I'm just looking through. Give me a sec here, everyone. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, looks good. Oops, meaning thanks for giving the veterans the info how to get C files. Hey, no problem. I kind of figured that's what you meant. All right. From St. Augustine, as Nelson, yep, looking good, real crisp. Thank you. Got my claims file. Sleep apnea is in there. Thanks for the info. Hey, not a problem. Is diabetes secondary to service-related kidneys? It could be. Again, okay. When people ask me, I'm not a medical professional. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of these secondary conditions, if there's been medical studies or if there's medical literature, Google it and see, okay, what are some of the common complications or residuals of kidney disease, and see, if diabetes is one. Okay, there could have been a study done. You want to make sure you go out there and do that research. I'm not a medical provider, so I can't say yay or nay. Let's show our thanks for Dwayne and thumbs up. All right, we got 125 people. How many thumbs up we have? Hi, Dwayne and everyone. I have a quick question. I filed an intent to file. Now ready to submit my fully developed claim. How do I make sure the FTC is associated to the intent to file? You got to make sure that you file it within 365 days. Okay, then it'll be associated. Calvin Pitts, good afternoon. Mr. Raymond Blackman, certified public accountant. Thank you for the super sticker. Hello from now you're in India. Let me tell y'all something about Mr. Blackman. He's just worldwide. He's in India. Okay. I'm out here on a port visit. Okay. All right. I see you now. You be careful out there. Michael, hey man, from Terryville, CT, Connecticut. Have a question for you. Okay, go ahead and shoot. I had 3 deferred items that have now arrived back to the VA. Any idea when they will be rated? No, Gene. There's no set time for when the VA receives something back. There's no set time on when you receive a rating. Okay. Chris, is there a time frame where the VA will stop sending a file request if they haven't received the file, what they need from who they are requesting it? I'm not understanding that question. Are you saying, how many times you can request a copy of your claims file? Does the local regional offices make the decision on TDIU claims? Yes. So it will be assigned, your claim will be assigned to a regional office and they'll make that decision. Will the VA accept a rating from a medical evaluation board done on active duty? No. Okay. You still have to go and you go through, because that's done through the branch of service that you done, that med board you. Now they may look at it, even an examiner may look at it, but you still have to go through the process, the VA's process. Okay. Emerged from nothing to something. Hello. The VA said the doctor who did my DBQ does not have the correct certification to do mental evaluations. Okay. I did a video on that. Okay. Who does the veteran recognize as licensed medical providers? Okay. Now, the mental health DBQ, the review PTSD DBQ, and all other mental conditions other than PTSD. At the top, it outlines who is eligible to complete that DBQ. Okay. If you go through the M21, it will tell you who is eligible to complete that DBQ. Okay. Gun guy. Hey, how we doing, gun guy? What is the best way to get sleep apnea service connected after you get out of the military? Can you link it to PTSD? Or again, that's Mr. Stephen Johnson. That's you can claim it secondary. But again, go out, everyone, go out to my YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, type in Dwayne Kimball. It's all over, okay? Then when you get there, there's going to be some links at the top. Click on videos. To the right of that, there's going to be a magnifying glass. Click on that and type in step 1 of the VA claims process and or 5 ways of service connection. So your sleep apnea, where does it fall under the 5 ways of service connection? Okay. I talk about the 5 ways of service connection, what they are and what some of the criteria is to meet them. Okay. Mr. Reyes, hey, appreciate the super sticker. Thank you. Hey, we had 131 people. I've never had this many people on a live stream. Let me know how many people has given me that thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, and always share these videos. Tony, even Dwayne, hey, how we doing? If you have an exit exam claiming an injury, but don't get a diagnosis from that exam, would it be considered service connection? No. Now, that will fall on a direct service connection. Direct service connection, you need 3 elements: current diagnosis, link, which you have, because a link is treatment, diagnosis, complaint, injury, or disease on active duty, documented. And then you need the nexus, okay? Michael, what does minimum requirements for presumptive service connection mean if I was denied for intervertebral disc syndrome with service from November 95? I will have to see the rating decision and that CMP exam to answer that question. I was a paratrooper with the 82nd. Cool. My spine is jacked up from 2 incidents of jumping, getting worse with age 57. I did a video. What conditions can you claim for being awarded the parachute badge? Go to my YouTube channel, type in my name, go to my YouTube channel, click on the videos link, and then do a search for that video. And I explain it to you, okay? So check that out. Jay, you are a great teacher, brother. Like what you do for us vets. Hey, not a problem. It's my passion. We got 63. Okay, let's get those thumbs up. Let's get those likes. Muhammad, what is behavioral health examination as it relates to a CMP exam? I would have to say, I'm assuming that they're giving you a mental exam. Okay, so I don't know which documentation you're looking at and where you got that from. Okay, but I'm assuming you claimed a mental condition, like for PTSD, depression, or something like that, and they've scheduled you for that exam. Have an open VA claim for PTSD since April 2020. Submitted a claim for right knee increase on October 2021 with 2 CMPs. VA combined with the excuse is easier to process. I'm not understanding that, but if you file 2 separate claims, now let's just say the exam for the increase came back and they can service connect. They can grant the increase and then do a deferral for the PTSD. They can, but a lot of raters are not doing that now. Why? I don't know. I just said a supplemental claim with a nexus. Okay, so if you did a supplemental, you did a nexus, where's the DBQ? From a psychologist psychologist and my VA neurologist record that rebuttals their decision, which my luck, yes, I'm waiting still for a claims file. So I was talking to somebody about this earlier. If you submit a nexus statement, that's a medical opinion with some other information in it. So where's the DBQ? Okay. Carmen, hello from North Carolina. North Kakalaki. All right. All right. There we go. All right. RWT. Can back pain be aggravated by feet and knee due to limping, or do I need a nexus if I was a paratrooper? Look at that video. Go to my website. I'm on my website, YouTube channel, and look at that video as it pertains to paratrooper. Now, yes, you can claim lower back pain. I did lower back pain secondary to my severe flat feet, ankles, and knees. Okay, the doctor initially said I was overweight, which was just a lie. Okay, because he wanted to make sure I got denied. So I went out and got my own DBQ and Nexus, DBQ and Nexus, actionable and sufficient for my chiropractor, and that's how I won my claim. Cam 89, the time frame for me to get the C5. Wow, that was quick. 6 weeks. Now, when you submitted that FOIA request, did you do a direct upload? Did you fax it or mail it in? I should have asked you that the first time. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? Kevin has that picture. Who can tell me this picture of Bruce Lee? Kevin, you cannot tell. Which movie is that from? Okay. I think it came out in 1969, early 70s, I believe. I didn't keep my shaving profiles from active duty. I was denied due to not having care or complaints on active duty, but it shows I mentioned it on 2 extra exams for active duty. How can they deny that as evidence? Did you get a copy of your claims folder? Well, let me back up. Did they give you a CMP exam? If they gave you a CMP exam, the medical opinion and nexus statement will be in there. So the next question is, do you have a copy of your claims folder which has that CMP exam? I plan to file a high-level review. How can you win a high-level review without your claims folder? Okay, thank you, guys. 63. Need some more. Hello, all. Hello, all. Sorry. When you say diagnostic code, are you referring to IGC code? No. In the rating schedule, in my training for veterans, I talk about the diagnostic code. I even have some videos. I think it's either in step 1, not in step 1, but it's in the series that I did, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, where I talk about, give some examples of diagnostic code. If you go to the rating scheduler criteria, for the all body system, musculatorial, digestive, audio, mental, neurological. When you go there, they'll have a 4-digit number, and that's called a diagnostic code. Okay. And it gives you the criteria for 0, 10, 20, 30, for whatever that diagnosis is. It'll give you the percentage, the criteria for each percentage in that diagnostic code. Lucas, if you file for a secondary to tinnitus after the changes go into place, would that be a reason for the VA to take away your tinnitus claim? Lucas, go look at that register. Okay, in the registry, they tell you at the proposed changes. Okay, wait a minute. Let me read this question again. If you file for a secondary to tinnitus after the changes, would they be? No. In the email, it tells you if you're already service connected for something, but you're going in for secondary. So no, that's locked in. You're going in for secondary. You're not going in for an increase for tinnitus. 10 is all you can get. Stephen Johnson, scars are rated from 0 to 80% and even 100%. How do you measure these? Does it depend on how big the scar is and is it painful or not? The diagnostic code criteria will tell you. I think it's diagnostic code 7005. No, it's not 7005. 7805 is 7105. Painful scars. 1 to 2 painful scars, 10%. 3 to 4 painful scars, 20%. Now, disfigurement. Go to the rating criteria for skin and look under disfigurement. And I think it's like 8 disfigurements. And then you'll see the measurements that they talk about length of scars. Okay. He's not a doctor at all. Yep. So that's why, yep. you know, and I think you had Law Dog, you said that they said that your doctor that completed your DBQ for the mental claim was not certified or qualified to do that DBQ. So if he's not a mental health provider or doesn't meet the individuals at the top of that DBQ who's qualified to complete it, then yeah, they would have not used it. 92 thumbs up. Okay, we got 137 people. Tom Green, recently awarded 50% for PTSD and obstructive sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. If I high-level review for increased, would they buck my? No, you're not doing anything with the sleep apnea. Okay, you're just doing it with the PTSD. Okay. Now, look at that, people. Now, he's telling you that he was granted sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. So, obviously, there is a connection. But question I got for you, Tom, did you get your own DBQ and nexus statement, or did you go through the VA and they provided a positive opinion, a VA third-party contractor? What percentage is considered loss of use for feet? Is it 40? You have to look it up, Maurice. I don't have it readily available, and I don't have it memorized. I would have to go into the rating schedule. A lot of this can be looked up, everyone. You have to, I can, certain questions I can't answer because I don't have that information in front of me. Okay. So I don't want to give you the wrong percentage as it pertains for loss of use of feet. I think it's 40, but don't quote me. Okay. But if you go look under the musculatorial rating schedule criteria, it'll give you that percentage. Sorry, I wasn't clear on hey, not a problem, Chris. I just wanted to make sure I was trying to understand, I wanted to make sure I understood it. Now, a lot of times, everyone, if your question is unclear or I miss it, feel free to sign up for that roundtable, because if I have a guest speaker, sometimes I do stay on an extra 30 minutes or so just to take some general questions. All right. So even though if you can't make 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, still log in about 2 o'clock, because we still may be in there talking about some things. I think the last one, we probably stayed like another 30 minutes. I did an event last Thursday where I wanted to get feedback from veterans of what they thought about the proposed changes. And we had 2 individuals in there. And I told them, I say, hey, when you sign up for one of those events, and I, 1 to 2, I always go over it, whether it be, hour and 5 minutes. I think one time we did, it was just an hour event and I had some extra time. We stayed on for 2 hours. And another event I did, we stayed on 2.5. Sometimes I can do that sometimes if I don't have anything else going on, if I'm not shooting a YouTube video, if I don't have any scheduled calls. So if the question is unclear and you have time, join us. I'm pretty sure we got in here, we got Bobby and we got Annette and we got Gun Guy and we got Gene. Leave a comment. One of the individuals just pointed out, they've been in multiple events. So Bobby, Gun Guy, Gene, Benny, Annette, Mr. Levins, he's not on tonight. Leave a comment and let other veterans know what you think about, or give some feedback on the events that you attended, and let them know so they can see, they can sign up. All right. Stay blessed. I spent time at Camp Lejeune during their water contamination. I have thyroid cancer. It is not on the list of diseases, but most of those listed are lung related. Can I still file a claim? Yeah, you can still file a claim, but if you're claiming for Camp Lejeune contaminated water, it has to be on that list to get service connected as Camp Lejeune contaminated water. I think that's 38 CFR 3.17. I think. I have it in my notes somewhere. I don't have it memorized, but I think it's 38 CFR 3.17. Somebody let me know if I'm right. Mia, how do I go about getting a copy of my CMP exam from VA Outsourcing examiner like you? Sure, Mia. Look in the description section of any of my videos. How do you get a copy of your claims folder? And it'll be in there. but it's in the description section. I list verbatim, I give a step-by-step of how I went about getting a copy of mine, okay? All right, so we got about 15 more minutes. I'm trying to get through these questions. When they talk about reducing your disability rating based on a medical exam, is that only a C&P exam, or do they review your medical records at the VA clinic that sees you? Probably a little bit of both. It depends on the rater. Yeah, so what that means is, I think what you're asking, you went in for a C&P exam and it shows improvement. Then they're talking about a reduction, okay? So yes, there's hundreds of raters, so I can't say which each rater will look at, but I would think if they got a C&P exam that showed improvement, they would go back and see if you had any treatment at the VA to see if they could keep you at the current percentage. But I can't say which each adjudicator does. There's hundreds of them out there, and I'm pretty sure they all do things different. Okay. Marie, okay, thank you very much for answering my question. Thumbs up for me. Hey, I appreciate it. AJ Mack, Haller review decided a medical opinion was needed, but the reviewer never actually asked the examiner a question of delineation. This is a TBI merge with mental health. Okay. What is your question there, AJ? Chris, my claim is currently awaiting a file request that the VA needs. A file request from who? They send a request giving the third-party contractor 30 days. If they don't get it, will they send another request? I'm assuming you're asking, you did a C&P exam and they're waiting on their C&P exam to come back. Yes, if they requested a C&P exam, that examiner, for whatever reason, is not getting back with them. In that case, what they do, they'll send a request out that puts your claim on pause for like 30 days, and they wait to see if that examiner sends that exam back. If not, they'll go back out again. But then at that point, if they went out multiple times, and they need to, that developer needs to be picking up the phone and calling that doctor's office and say, hey, look, we need this exam. Now, will they do that? I'm pretty sure there are a few VA employees that will, or they may just send a request back out, just depending on the person at the VA. And Mehead, do a FOIA request for your C&P exams. Yep, there you go. Christina, on the intent to file, they ask they ask you to list conditions you are expecting to claim. If you file the FDC for one of those conditions, does the intent to file? I would have to look at that, Christina, the document, the intent to file. They must have updated it, because the ones that I've seen, they don't ask you what the conditions are. Okay. But I'll have to look at that. Drew, as a follow-up to the sleep apnea question, I had a sleep study done in February 2020. They said I need a follow-up never completed due to COVID lockdown. Did you do a you're talking about you did the VHA, the VA Medical Center. They're the ones who's stalling on the sleep study. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Okay, we got 97. We got 143 people in here. Let's get those thumbs up. And don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe. Because when you subscribe, you get notified when I'm going live. You get notified when I upload an event. Okay, so you want to make sure you do that. Okay. Any way to finish that up and adjust disability percentage? Let me go back. Okay, I'm not understanding that. I had a C&P exam recently. My C&P examiner told me I had severe bilateral flat feet, although I did not claim flat feet. If C&P exam noted it, no. Nope, you have to claim it. Daryl, filed for PTSD in 2018, was denied on Monday, had a C&P exam on mental disorders except PTSD and eating disorders. Thanks, KMD. Truly appreciate what you do, sir. Hey, Daryl, good luck. Hope you get a positive feedback from that. And yeah, thank you for the positive feedback. You appreciate it. We appreciate you. Mark, have a CMP exam March 17. Wish me luck. Hey, everybody give Mark some good wishes for a CMP exam. Make sure you get educated. Now, I'm glad you asked that question, Mark. I was talking to a vet the other day, and they said they had some CMP exams scheduled. First question is, even when my clients, when they go through and they're doing, we're doing an educational service for our clients, they'll call us and say, hey, I got my CMP exams. The first question I ask, I say, hey, if we do an educational packet for them, during that review of the educational packet, I always tell them, if you get a call from the VA or whoever about them scheduling you for an exam and you have multiple conditions that you claim, did you ask the question, what exams am I coming in for? What exams were scheduled? Is it a mental? Is it a migraine? Is it a knee? Is it a shoulder? Is it a back? Because if you claim PTSD and tinnitus, and they say, okay, we want you to schedule you for an exam, they should be scheduling audio and a mental. But why veterans are not confirming that before they go? Because when they confirm, yep, got one for tinnitus, got one for migraines, PTSD, or whatever, then our clients know in that educational pack that we do for them, they got that diagnostic code criteria. So they already know, okay, I meet this particular criteria. So when they get to the exam, they've already been educated, so they know how to reasonably articulate their symptomology as it pertains to that. But you need to know, what exams are they scheduled? What exams did they schedule? What exams am I coming in for? If that person tells you they don't know, they're lying. They know, because they know the difference between, if it's a mental, they have to know that because they need to schedule you with a mental provider. If they just say, oh, we don't know, well, how do you know who to schedule me? From a mental health provider or audiologist? So they know, okay? They're lying if they tell you they don't, okay? So be smart and, pick up on that when you're on the phone with them, all right? Do you have to keep seeking medical treatment when you're 100% PNT? No. If anybody tells you that, ask them what 38 CFR that says that you have to continue to get treatment. Some veterans, like, give an example, let's see, like my flat feet, okay? 50%, the condition is considered permanent, static. Now, I do go to VA, get my custom orthotics and those inserts that they give, okay? So I don't have to go out and pay for that, all right? There's no requirement saying that I have to, but I know if I don't, then I'm going to start having major issues with my feet, more than what I already have. Let's just say the tinnitus, okay? I'm service-connected tinnitus. Do I keep getting treatment for that? No, I don't. What do I do to make sure it doesn't get worse, okay? If I go to gun range, wearing hearing protection. If I'm working with loud equipment, wearing hearing protection, okay? But I don't go to VA and say, hey, treat me for my tinnitus. No. 5-star logistics. Why does the VA wait until a week or so after your last day on active duty to give you a decision? That I don't know. I've heard that before. Had one individual in one of my training sessions. She said she had been off active duty 5 months already and still haven't received a rating decision. And she filed it on that 180th day. Good question. But that would be a question for those adjudicators within the VA. Would it be in my favor if I bring a completed DBQ from a private podiatrist and aggravated biological? You can. That would be up to you if you want to do that. They may or may not look at it, but there's nothing saying that you can't. All right, so we got 107 thumbs up. Okay, but we got 152 people in here. All right, so we got about 5 more minutes. I'm trying to get through. Some of these questions. I filed for a secondary claim in January. I was scheduled for a virtual CMP exam in February. VA said they never received the initial application, but they did receive my uploaded documents, had to refile. Sounds like maybe if you did send it in, one thing people, some people say, oh, you don't have to do this. The VA is supposed to do this, this, and that. When you file a claim with the VA, you submit a 526CZ supplemental claim or high-level review, whatever. Will it make sense to call them a couple of days later and confirm with them? Call 800-827-1000. Would it make sense to call them and say, hey, I'm just calling to check to see if my claim has been received? You shouldn't have to do that, but you want to make sure you're taking the correct steps to ensure that they did receive it. Okay? So just keep that in mind. If I had to do it again, yeah, I would call, hey, did you receive my DBQ? Did you receive my claim? Did you receive this piece of evidence? The people at the 800 number, they can look at that and say, yep, I did receive your claim form. Can you check to make sure you received all the pages to include the signature page? Because if they don't receive that, then they can't move forward. It's incomplete. Ding, 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 ding. Bobby is right. It's Enter the Dragon. Yep, this one, Enter the Dragon. All right. Annette says Return of the Dragon. Okay, close enough. Red, Enter the Dragon. Okay, all right. Okay, wait a minute. Are we just seeing what Bobby wrote and then putting it in there? Okay, but I won't question that. Okay, Enter the Dragon. There we go. So we got 110 and we got 153 people in here. Okay. A couple left for thumbs up. Great job, folks. Yep, appreciate it. Systems denied bilateral. However, they marked fractures that I submitted as favorable findings. How did it happen? Favorable findings is just saying something that you have a current diagnosis. Doesn't mean that it's related to service. Okay. So I did a video. Well, actually, we did my DJ, one of my employees, he did, I can't remember if we did a pre-recording or if we did it live. Go to my YouTube channel. He did a presentation on what favorable findings are. Okay. I don't think they should be in the rating decision because it confuses the vet. Okay. Just because they put favorable findings in there doesn't mean that it's automatic service connection. Okay. It's confusing for vets. But DJ, one of the claim specialists for my company, he did a presentation on that. Joanne, watching from Ramsey, Minnesota. I know it's cool up there in Ramsey. It's 67 here. And Joanne, it was 80 degrees today here in Florida. I know you're cold up there in Ramsey, Minnesota. All right. So, Eric, hello. How long does it take for a claims file to come? Anybody want to answer that question? It's not a set time frame. Took me 11 months. Somebody said earlier it took them 6 weeks. Daryl, filed for PTSD in 2018, was denied on Monday, had a CMP exam for mental disorders, except I think we talked about, I think you already asked that. CSM, keep up the good work. Will do. One of my veteran friends is getting the runaround on getting him his records. He is an Army veteran. Is there a specific location on where might be able to obtain his records? I did a video. Go to my YouTube channel. Upload a video on December 27th, 2020 about what I did when they closed out my FOIA request and I didn't receive a copy of my claims folder. Okay. You're welcome. All right, we got about another minute. I'm going to wrap it up. Tony says, VA contacted me and said they never received my initial application for my claim, but they did receive my uploaded documents. They changed my CMP exam, said mistake was on their end. Delay. Sorry to hear that. Man, yeah. You can call them back and just ask the person if they would be so kind to go back and look through, because sometimes things get mislabeled in your claims folder, and some VA employees get lazy and they don't want to, do certain things to look to see if that information is there. David says, is VA rating decision based on the remaining symptoms while being treated with medication, or the VA rating is based on symptoms before taking medication? It would depend on the criteria. Okay. Some criteria, medication is part of that criteria, then some is not. Even though all my disabilities are listed static, why does my benefit summary say not P&T? Good, go back through all of your rating decisions. If you got a copy of your claims file, the rating code sheet. I just did a video on recently on rating code sheet, what it looks like. If you have a copy of your claims folder, look for the rating code sheet. In there, it may say future exam. If it doesn't, you can do an audit and have them to remove it. Okay? If all your conditions are static. Should I wait till I get vocational assistance before I file for TIU? I'm 7% mental health. That would be up to you, AJ. I don't advise veterans on what they should or shouldn't do, other than get educated. But if you want to wait or not wait, that would be a decision of yours. I use a lot of secure messages as a statement, and LHI was the examiner. Okay. How long do I have limp altered saying? I think, yeah. RWT, look at that for, go to my YouTube channel, look for what claims you can, claims that are associated with being awarded the parachute badge. Michael said, do you know how many federal facilities on NPL? Tell me what that NPL stands for. National Priority List, tons of military bases. That I don't know, Michael. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Daryl Hunter, hey, thanks for that super sticker. Hey, if I didn't get okay, yep. Tony says, I'm sorry, Bobby says, sign up for the roundtable. Dwayne education is very beneficial. Thanks for that. Okay, so Michael says 38. Is that 38 CFR 3.309 subpart F for Camp Lejeune contaminated water? I don't know why I got 1.7. What is 1.7? Now I'm thinking about it. So yeah, go ahead and wrap it up. I'm just going to go through and thank everyone for the super stickers. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. If I didn't get to your question, definitely sign up for one of the roundtables. That would be live, be in person. You could talk to me, I could talk to you, or come back on the live stream. But again, I would just want to thank everybody. Okay, well, Mark, if you're still on, I want to show you some of this feedback from some people that are telling you good luck on your CMP exam. Thank you. All right. Yep, go get them. Who we got? Will KMD, thank you for what you do for veterans. Not a problem. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. Okay. Got some more thumbs up. 140. Yep. Here we go. 141. So again, okay, so we got some people in here doing some stuff about webcam and girls and stuff. So I'm not going to even show that. But anyway, if I didn't get to your questions tonight, do apologize. Make sure you sign up for the roundtables. I do take some questions in there after the guest speaker has spoke. And, or come back to the roundtable. Make sure you get logged in a little bit early so you can get at the top of the questions list. Dwayne, thanks, Dwayne. You are the best. Hey, I appreciate it. Bobby, thanks for all the support. Thanks for attending the events. And when I do these roundtables, people, they're free. I do keep the seats limited. I always get like 26, 27, 26, 30 people to sign up, but then only about 10 show up. So make sure, if you sign up, show up, because if you can't show up, I understand things come up, but if you know you're not going to show up, let another veteran get that seat. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to make sure I give thanks to everyone that doing the super stickers. Eric, I appreciate it. Thanks for flying. Not a problem. Oh, wait a minute. We got Annette says, good luck on your CMP exam. Mark, review DBQ and diagnosis for your conditions. Yep. Good feedback. What is this, NWF? You're looking great, brother. Camera definitely doing justice. All right, I appreciate it. Yep, thanks for putting this together. Not a problem, Joe. See, last one. I'm new vet. My first time watching. Great information. Hey, thank you, Pamela. Make sure everyone goes out to my website. Oh, before I get off, I want to put the links to the Federal Registry for the proposed changes. The first one that I'm putting in here in the comment section, okay, that one is for the audio. This one, the second one, is for the mental. Now, the videos that I did, okay, Pam says, thanks, Dwayne, you're a blessing. Miss Didi, Chicago bar. Okay, you're in Chicago. Didi, can you do me a favor? Can you go out there to 95th and Dan Ryan and get me one of those Polishes, and then go to 51st Street under the L and give me a 5-piece from Harold's Chicken? Can you do that for me, Didi? Law Dog, thanks, Dwayne, no problem. So I put the link for the yep, not a problem. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and thank you for the support last Thursday, for coming out to the event and taking care of that for me. So I got the links. This is for the audio and respiratory, and this one is for the mental. I'll leave it up for a couple of seconds. Make sure, even though I did the videos, make sure you go and read it from top to bottom. I read it 3 times before. When I was doing my research, I read each one, especially the mental, at least 3 times. And then I put some information together before I did the videos. It's a lot. It is a lot. Make sure you educate yourself. Okay. We need to educate each other. She said, I sure will. Man, I used to work over on 74th in Rockwell, which is off of Western. But I went to middle school at Corpus Christi on 47 and King Drive, or 48th and 49th and King Drive. And I lived on 47 South King Drive, a block over from 47 to King Drive, in that tall apartment building, Luther Terrace. I don't know if it's still there. But yeah, my aunt, she used to have a women's boutique right under the L station on 51st, right across the street. She was on the north side of 51st Street. She had a boutique, and Harold's Chicken was across the street. And I remember Harold would show up in that 79 Eldorado Cadillac with the big chicken head on top and the big chicken wing coming out the back. Okay. They closed the Polish stand. Oh man, that's crazy. All right. So let's see. Okay, I graduated from Dunbar. Yep. I used to work summertime. My aunt was a property manager for South Commons. And I used to pass, I almost went to Dunbar. I applied for Hales Franciscan over on, what is that, 40? I think it's on 49th and Cottage. But yep, I know Dunbar, 87. Yeah. So I graduated, no. I graduated from Corpus Christi, 8th grade in 84. So yeah, if I had decided to go to Dunbar, yeah, we would have been classmates. But okay, grew up in Hyde Park. Okay, I used to go to Dr. Wax record store right across the street from the Hyde Park Theater. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more question. 100% PNT VA just approved SMCK in 10 days. Hey Earl, man, thanks for sharing. Thanks for congrats on that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, everyone. If I didn't get you the question, make sure you sign up for the Veterans Roundtable. Look at the I have these events every other Wednesday, the live streams every other Wednesday. But my Veterans Roundtable is every third Thursday of the month at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's free. It's free. Okay. This event is free. You can catch me here. And I do try to respond to everyone's comment that they leave on YouTube. As soon as I get in the log in the morning before I start my day, I try to go through and answer all the questions. Sometimes, depending on the video, I may get a lot of questions. It may take me a couple of days, but I do try and get back to everyone. I do try. Okay. So if you go to the end of my YouTube videos and look down the comments, you'll see I do respond. Sometimes I respond twice. And then after that, if you have more questions, then you need to book a session. Okay. I'm not going to go back and answer 10 questions for one person on YouTube. Book a session. Okay. And you can get me one-on-one. I share my screen, but it's just you and myself, and you ask all the questions you want. Okay. All right. With that being said, make sure you like, subscribe. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody put up, wait a minute. Yep. Tom said free. Yep. Free. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Don't forget to sign up for the my Veterans Roundtables. If you can't attend that every other week, got this event. Thank you for your support and thank you for your service. Good night. Thanks.